78% of suicide rates worldwide are men. What can we do to help them? If people don't expect men to be all these big strong men and can handle anything. Not to mention that if a girlfriend or something has a breakup with a guy, and it's not his fault, people will automatically assume he did something wrong. Some people don't even think about the men's side and refuse to see it in their point of view. That's just not right. Remind them that they can cry. Listen. Stop feminism reaching for more control and pushing men out of everything, and better work conditions. Leave us alone to be the people we want to be and do the things we want to do so long as we are not hurting other people. Stop putting us in a box and demanding that we all behave like John Wayne. Take bullying more seriously. Schools like to claim they are tough on bullying, but most schools don't do shit. Universal basic income. Stop for the love of God bringing up stuff our ancestors did in the past. Most of us here are just trying to live in our current times, but we can't live freely because the moment we try to open up or correct someone we must always be reminded our gender and what men 20, 70, 100, 2000 years ago did to women. The tough part is that we can't say anything to defend ourselves because we shall never hear the end of it. Stop telling them to man up. Legalize assisted suicide. Actually listen to them when they ask for help. Ask them how they are doing. Don't discount their feelings just because they are men. Maybe stop being so shitty to men in the media. Currently, men are not allowed to take credit for their hard work/success in terms of their gender. Men do great things all the time, but it's only considered a great thing, not a great thing men did. But if one man does something terrible, we all are responsible for toxic masculinity. Probably because violence against men goes ignored and they get put down for speaking out about their problems because real men don't cry or whatever. Tell them their emotions matter. Men are discouraged from talking about mental illness such as depression and anxiety because it's not manly. Same dude who will tell you we don't need gun control, we need better mental health education and treatment will laugh their ass off at you for admitting a vulnerability. Fuck that. I'm a huge 6'4" construction manager who has built impressive projects worldwide and I suffer from anxiety and depression. I'm vocal about it. I talk about it. Laugh at me, bro. I'm a man. I just wish I still had some close friends. It feels like 95% of the time, I'm the one reaching out to talk to people. I've tried joining groups, sports, etc., but I never make any friends. I'd just like to be invited for a coffee or a beer and shoot the shit for a couple hours. I have some friends, but I'm only ever invited to big group things, and then I still feel lonely. I'm really tired of life and wish I saw a way that I could fix it and be happy. Listen. Something that could go a long way is showing them that you're there for them to talk to. We don't usually just assume that we can talk to people that way. A lot of it is just that guys don't often form the types of relationships where their friends are people they can talk to like that. It's not that they have bad friends, we just generally don't bring up stuff like that. That's just the way guys are, I guess, but I make an effort to be there for my friends as best I can. If some people were after one of my boys, I'd have their back no matter what, but I can't beat the mental illness out of them. We do genuinely want to help our friends, we just don't always know how to go about it. This will probably get buried, but, as a man, I believe we should be more open about our feelings. A lot of people expect you to be a strong fellow with a cold heart that endures all hardships in life. Most of times, if you say what you are feeling, you will be labeled as weak. You're not supposed to cry, to express sadness, love, pain, sometimes even happiness. I think that people, including us men, should change that behavior, and understand that everyone has feelings and thoughts that need to be expressed. We should listen more to other people and to ourselves. If you read this, thanks for taking your time, and have a great weekend. Stop blaming us for toxic masculinity when your movement is founded by grouchy women who missed their opportunity to become a mother. Offering painless life-ending options for those that have no opportunities to have a better life. Society in general expects men to bottle up their feeling. Personally, if I didn't have the support and openness of my friends, I don't know what kind of trouble I'd be in. I've had some dark points in my life, and most of the time being able to vent to someone and talk about it relieves a lot of pressure. I am so thankful to have them in my life. Reduce the benefits of divorce. It's a cash grab that primarily affects men, and further causes many sons to grow up without a father, the number one cause of severe mental conditions in boys and men. Drop traditional gender roles. They tend to limit men in their ability to experience, process and express their emotions and needs in a healthy, mature way, or in their learning to do so when they're young, and hinder their ability to connect with partners and friends on a cooperative basis. Many men grow up to be afraid of expressing themselves honestly out of fear of being shamed and abused for it. Being emotionally repressed is a festering ground for depression, suicidal ideation and a myriad of related problems. If you then add onto it an inability to be truly vulnerable and, non-sexually, intimate with partners and friends, that makes for tremendous pain and isolation and a lack of tools for getting back out of that isolation. The harsh truth I haven't seen in this thread yet, is that men are, and always have been, disposable. It's evolution and biology. Women will always be valued more because they're the more desired sex and have children. Men will always be the workhorses meant to silently toil until they die, and change won't happen because initiating that conversation is about the least sexy thing a man can do. While some women talk like they think differently, most women act differently, in a good way, when they see men literally fighting for them, or otherwise work hard. Everyone just wants to get theirs, so change won't ever happen. This is happening because of the movie Cats. I feel a lot of the comments in this thread hit a little too close to home. Stop feminists. Stop discouraging men from expressing themselves. Men need to also step up and emotionally support their male friends. Women do it all the time. When my male friends struggle and I try to listen to them when they talk, they always say that listening is their girlfriend's job. That's not true. Listen to your friends and validate their struggles. Also, the community needs to stop being so harsh on men when they struggle in their careers or struggle to be successful. That standard is just too high. It's the same way that society is harsher on women when it comes to parenting, but that usually doesn't result in the woman being homeless. Just leave us the fuck alone. Conveniently located suicide booths would be quite helpful. Based on the statistics though, I don't think we need any help. We're already killing it. Boys rule. Make women more depressed. There's a local man to me that's started a dogs and dudes groups, and if the name isn't enough, then basically it's a dog walking group for men of any ages and any backgrounds just to get together and walk dogs. Even something like that can make such a big difference. Probably because of women cheating on them. Sounds harsh, but I kind of have a point. Women are more likely to hide the fact they are cheating, and this causes a lot of friction between the two genders. People need to be more honest. Basically stop lying. I fucking hate liars. Not have a stigma around men and depression. Most men are taught to get over it and that having feelings is a feminine quality and makes them less manly. Stop telling people to man the fuck up like saying that is going to make everything better. Encouragement to talk and being there for the person are some of the simplest and most effective things to do. Let men show feelings and stop stigmatizing them from talking about their pain, and never tell them to man up. People who ever tell men to man up should go to hell and experience all of the pain the men are going through amplified times the number of atoms on Earth total. If you want to create long-term improvement, teach boys that there's nothing shameful or emasculating about expressing themselves openly. Boys and men in many cultures are taught that they can only share their emotions and difficulties with women, namely, a female partner. This is actually part of the driving force behind domestic violence, going both ways. Nearly all domestic violence sufferers are women, but that doesn't diminish what happens to men. Pain is pain. By combating toxic teachings, we can improve lives all over, including men's lives. I hope this makes sense. I'm a woman with a history of suicidal tendencies, and they're not fun. I wish more people, especially men, felt able to discuss the situation, whether with a counselor, a therapy group, or friends and family. There's a myth that real men are stoic, unemotional, and immune to pain. That's bullshit. All it does is hurt people, whether they be men who can't put up with the charade any longer and just want out, or partners who become sole secret keepers.